now, Sir Richard.
And you, Sir Lancelot.
Wouldn't do for the bridegroom to go back to his wedding all scratched up. Wouldn't do for the best man to be scratched either.
Sir Lancelot is to be best man at your wedding, eh, Sir Richard? Mind he doesn't steal the bride.
Lady Margaret is more particular. Why, you young upstart. I warn you, I've learned some new tricks. My old ones are good enough for me.
Sir Richard, you've not forgotten the skill you learned at our round table. Well, he fights with both hands. When and how did you learn this?
I've done it since I was a child.
I wish you would teach my knights this trick.
It only requires practice. I can write with my left hand as well.
Write? You can write? So you know how to write. Good for you, my boy. Might we see an example of your hand?
First, my name.
A good bold hand.
T isn't crossed correctly. I want to do it firmly, Richard. And now with my left.
He is writing with his left hand.
Excellent, Richard. If it's spelled correctly.
It is. And it means mighty king of the warriors.
It's the title of your own king. You should know that.
I'm proud of you, Richard. And it was good to have you with us again.
When are you going back, Richard? I have a rendezvous for this evening with my uncle Sir John in the forest near Taunton.
Your uncle?
Yes. When my father died, Uncle John gave up his estates to help me rule mine. His own son died, and, well, since then he's been as a father to me.
Well, when's the wedding?
With your king's permission, be at Taunton within the week.
I will.
Farewell, sire.
Remember, when your lands are joined with those of Lady Margaret's, you will have one of the largest and most powerful estates in Britain. Rule it well.
Oh, Sir John.
Yes?
I think you'd better have a word with the boy. Now the time has come, he's losing his nerve.
Rubbish.
Well, sir, after 10 quiet years in the north, this idea's come as a surprise.
Nonsense. I'll talk to him.
You look nervous.
I am.
Don't be. There's nothing to worry about. The impersonation is perfect. You and your cousin are identical.
Yes, Father.
Not father, you hear? Uncle. Everybody thinks you died years ago. In future, I am Uncle John. And you are Sir Richard of Taunton. In a few days, you'll marry the Lady Margaret. Forget you were ever called Alfred. Forget you were ever my son. Do you understand?
I understand. Uncle John.
Good. Now for the meeting place. Succeed.
Then Richard is.
You are Richard now.
Well, Richard, welcome home.
Thank you. The harvesting done?
Aye, and it's the best ever.
A good harvest is a good welcome. Bring your fellow tenants tomorrow. We'll reckon the accounts.
Gladly, for our share will be greater than it was.
Doubtless. My nephew has always matched your industry with his generosity.
Aye, that he has, and it's not all landlords who treat their tenants so well.
Welcome home to Taunton, Sir Richard.
I'm glad to be among my own people, Mr. Recorder.
I've had your name and that of the Lady Margaret engrossed in the settlement register.
Come and sup with us this evening.
We thank God for your safe return, Sir Richard.
His aid and guidance have brought us here.
And how goes it with the brave Sir Lancelot?
Why do you ask of him?
I remember the tales Sir Richard has told of their great exploits and close friendship.
He's well and brave as ever.
Can we look forward to receiving him here?
We know nothing of his coming.
I had hoped he was to witness Sir Richard's wedding.
I'm afraid Sir Lancelot has little time for diversion.
My nephew is weary, Father. It's been a trying journey. And the Lady Margaret is waiting.
Forgive me. I understand your impatience.
Well, Sir Richard, what do you think of your castle?
It looks sturdy and prosperous.
There must be no blunder in this impersonation.
Yes, Father.
Uncle, you fool, not father.
Yes, Uncle.
It appears I'll have to speak for both of us. You try to keep your mind on what's at stake.
Is my hair in place? Yes, Margaret. But you're trembling like a leaf. It's been 2 months, 4 days. And 6 hours, I know. I know the reckoning as well as you do.
I won't bore you with any more, Gloria. Richard is back, and my loneliness is over.
Richard. Come, Richard. Give her a welcome kiss. The poor girl's been pining away.
Please, Gloria.
Or perhaps you and I, Sir John, should leave them alone.
No, stay.
Yes, Sir John. It would not be fair for me to monopolize Richard's time. The people are as anxious as I am to see him.
Well, send them away.
Richard.
Is there no ale?
Perhaps you've acquired new tastes in Camelot.
What do you mean?
Just that I've never known you to drink ale.
Oh, very well, I'll take mead.
Lady Margaret, there is something that I had hoped to spare you, but I see now that it is better to speak of it.
Speak of what, Sir John?
Richard may not seem quite himself. There's a reason. On his way to meet me after leaving Camelot, he was attacked by an army of mercenaries. They robbed him of treasure given to him by King Arthur.
Was he hurt?
With his customary bravery, Richard overcame his assailants. But he suffered several wounds and has not yet completely recovered his buoyant spirit.
I'm so sorry, Richard. I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
That you had been attacked and robbed.
No, I'd rather not
He
talk
must
about it,
rest
Margaret.
for a few hours. By this evening, he will be the Richard we know and love. Come, nephew.
It must have been a frightening journey.
It's the first I've heard of Richard being frightened. Not like him.
No. It isn't like him.
Richard is still asleep.
Perhaps we should leave, Sir John.
But you haven't eaten.
Another time.
I've never known Richard to be ill.
He's not ill. He's weary. It's been a difficult day.
It must have been a great shock to one who has always been so kind to be attacked so violently.
And without cause or reason.
I dare say that is the cause of his depression. And I'm certain that a few days spent among people who love him and who he loves will make him fit again.
Wish him well, Sir John. We'll return tomorrow.
I brought the settlement register for his signature. I already have that of the Lady Margaret.
Perhaps we'd better wait until Richard has recovered.
Not at all, not at all. He talks of nothing but the happy day. Couldn't we hasten the wedding? That would restore him quicker than rest or cures.
Then we can be married whenever he likes.
Good. Then we'll fix the date.
How fortunate, Sir John, that you're here with him. Your devotion is more like that of a father than an uncle.
I've always considered Richard a son.
Good night, Sir John.
My dear, some rest would refresh you, too.
Go in and tell Sir Richard you'll be married right away.
No. No. Let him sleep. I'll tell him the wonderful news when he wakes. Good night.
Famished. I thought I'd never leave.
They think you're asleep.
We may have ruined their appetites, but you haven't ruined mine. Well, have you found out when I'm to be married?
Yes. I've hastened the day. Very soon now.
You expect me to wait till then and be sick?
I expect you to be sober.
I'm sick of being sick. And I'll do as I please, Father.
Uncle, not father. Listen to me. I've spent 20 years waiting for this moment. I've sacrificed a nephew in order to gain those lands, and I'm prepared to sacrifice a son if necessary. Now, answer these questions for the last time. When and where were you attacked?
On my way home from Camelot.
Were you robbed?
Yes.
Who am I?
Uncle.
Again.
Uncle.
Your name.
Richard.
Again.
Richard.
Again.
Richard.
Again. These, then, are the new levies and taxes. Listen well. 400 bushels of wheat, 200 bushels of oats, 200 bushels of barley, 8 cows, 10 sheep, 6 goats.
My lord, these levies are beyond us.
Sir Richard imposes them with a heavy heart.
But there's nothing left for us.
Would you have me married in rags? Or the Lady Margaret appear as a beggar?
Sir, we had agreed among ourselves to present you with a token of our esteem. But these demands...
You should be grateful that Sir Richard is alive.
We are.
Then why this haggling and bargaining? If you don't like it, leave these lands. Find a new landlord. Come, Uncle. I'm too weary to talk about these things.
Go back to your fields and collect the produce and cattle. Our bailiffs will enforce these orders.
Sir, I pray you to consider our plight.
And I pray you consider Sir Richard's plight.
Sir Richard's plight.
I didn't know whether you'd live or not. Found you in the wood.
How long have I been here?
11 days. Where's your village, lad?
Taunton. I'm Sir Richard.
You're nobody, lad. You're nobody. And if you're anybody, then you're a corpse.
They must have thought I was dead. Please, I tell you I'm Sir Richard.
Now, shh. You're a little sick in the head through lying out there.
Please. Go to Camelot. I need help.
Fancy me at Camelot. Why, they'd clap me in the dungeon, they would.
I swear to you, they won't. Have you something for me to write on?
Write? You want to write? You're bewitched. That's it. I should have left you out there to die. Please, please, sir. I've a wife and 4 children. Don't put a curse on me.
It's too late now. The curse is upon you.
Oh, why didn't I leave you there to die?
Listen, man. There's only one wizard in all England who can free you from the curse.
Then what's his name? I'll find him.
It's Merlin. He lives in Camelot. Now stop shaking, man. Get me a piece of charcoal. Now, sit down. Turn round. Now hurry. Hurry to Camelot.
See Merlin. He'll help you.
Good day, Mr. Recorder.
Good day to you, sir.
Where are you from and where bound?
From Camelot, a knight of the Round Table, bound for Taunton Castle.
Well, if you've come for spoils, there's nothing left to plunder here, Sir Knight.
Well, you can keep your plunder, old man. I'm going to the wedding of my friend, Sir Richard.
Then you might be Sir Lancelot of the Lake.
Yes, I am.
But Sir Richard said that you couldn't attend the wedding.
Richard's fond of making jokes.
No joke to us, Sir Lancelot. He seized our lands, our cattle, and our harvest.
I can't believe that.
And furthermore, he's selling them to the merchants at Southampton.
Is this true?
Don't take our word for it. Ask your friend, Sir Richard. That is, if Sir John and his mercenaries will permit you to see him.
He sees no one alone, not even the Lady Margaret.
He'll see me, I can promise you that.
I'll go with you, sir. I need Sir Richard's signature for the settlement register.
Sir.
I'm a prisoner here. I can't stand much more of it. Afraid to speak to anyone, afraid to leave.
Stop this childish whining. I'm sick of it. And sick of you. Pull yourself together and stay sober. For at least another day.
Yes, another day. My wedding day. And then what?
I have arranged everything. We leave your bride here. And we pick up a cargo at Southampton. A cargo of gold. In exchange for the land, produce, and cattle belonging to Sir Richard and Lady Margaret of Taunton.
And then?
Then we sail for Normandy. Have you been eavesdropping? I thought I gave orders that you were to stay in your room.
I'm not accustomed to being spoken to in this way. I came here to see Richard. If you've had a change of heart, tell me so. I'll release you from your vows.
Oh, you speak like a child.
I must talk to you alone.
I have no secrets from my uncle.
He has secrets from you.
How dare you?
Did you sanction those taxes? Ride through the fields and the village as I have. But people turn away from me. They curse your name.
Those decrees were issued with my sanction and for your protection.
My dear lady, this is a man's affair.
The first rule of a good wife is loyalty to her husband.
The first rule of a good ruler is loyalty to his people.
Well spoken, Lady Margaret.
Sir Lancelot.
This is a welcome surprise.
Surprise? You don't think I'd miss the opportunity of kissing the bride, do you?
Welcome to Taunton, Sir Lancelot.
Ah, Richard. I've been hearing strange stories about you. Your tenants look as if they were going to a funeral rather than a wedding.
Tenants always exaggerate their state.
Do they? Richard, I've something to show you. On guard. You mean you want to fight? Just a few parries for sport, the way we used to.
But the way you used to, Richard.
Richard, I'm sorry. I thought surely you'd parry.
It's all right, it's nothing.
But it's your very own trick, remember?
Yes, he remembers. Now, enough of play. There's business at hand. Well?
I've come for your signature on the settlement register, Sir Richard.
Where do I make my mark?
Mark?
Why don't you sign your name?
Sir Richard's arm is wounded by your swordplay.
Yes, that's right. I have very little strength in my right hand. Well, use your left hand.
Sir Lancelot, my nephew has not been well since he was attacked by thieves on his way home from Camelot. His left side is still injured.
I'm sorry, Richard. I didn't mean to tax your strength. Go on, Richard. The bridegroom must never hesitate.
Sir Lancelot, you must be tired after your journey. Lady Margaret, offer our guest refreshment.
Richard and I have a lot to say to each other.
Come, boy, time enough for that tomorrow. Lady Margaret?
Come, Sir Lancelot.
Now what? Brilliant, Uncle?
Well, how was I to know Lancelot was invited here?
And how was I to know that I could write and fight with both hands? Now what do you propose?
Wait till the wedding. Then we'll deal with him as we dealt with Richard.
Sir Lancelot. What on earth are you doing here? I came to tell you about Sir Richard.
Oh? What about him?
Master Merlin and I found him in a peasant's hut. He was badly beaten. In a peasant's hut? Are you sure it was Richard? Well, I think I know Sir Richard when I see him.
Yes. What I did, too. What is this hut, Brian?
Here, drink this. It's a magic potion.
That's right. The milk of a good Somerset cow.
It becomes healing with my touch.
Fetch me a brand. Here. Write your name. Now with your other hand. Richard. I had to make sure. This present saved my life. Soon I'll be as good as new.
Well, I played no small part in his recovery. Some libations and a few well-chosen incantations.
Are you strong enough to walk?
We could carry him.
Yes, do that. I don't intend you to miss your wedding.
Why this delay?
Well, we can't have a wedding without the bride.
Well, send another messenger. Tell Lady Margaret to hurry.
We've sent one, my lord.
If she doesn't arrive in a moment, I'll fetch her myself.
Bless you, my lady.
Bless you, my lady.
Bless you, my lady.
Bless you, my lady. I suggest, Sir John, that you delay this wedding.
We've delayed enough, Sir Lancelot.
Do you have good reason for this?
Yes. We're awaiting the arrival of a guest. He's traveled a great distance to be at this wedding.
Who is he and where does he come from?
He is a good man, and he comes from the dead.
Behind you!
Take him away.
Darling Richard.
Margaret. Give me your sword, my friend. I wish to take an oath. On this sword, I pledge all my strength to the defense of justice for my people and allegiance to my king. Hooray! Father, is there any rule of the church that would prevent you from marrying them here and now?
None.
Then get on with it.
Take her left hand in yours.
Ego coniundo vos in matrimonium in nomine.
Now listen to my story, yes, listen while I sing of days of old in England when Arthur was the king. In days of old, when knights were bold, this story's told of Lancelot